Welcome to In the Beginning Profiles of the Bible. Today we'll be covering Seth. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We hope you enjoy. Seth occupies a significant role as the third son of Adam and Eve. While he may not predominantly featured in the Bible as much as his brothers Cain and Abel, Seth's story still holds a great theological and historical significance, offering insights into the themes of redemption, continuity, and the divine providence. The story of Seth begins in the book of Genesis, where he is introduced as the son born to Adam and Eve after the tragic death of Abel at the hands of his brother Cain. Genesis 4:25 through 26 records the birth of Seth. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and called his name Seth. For she said, God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. To Seth also a son was born, and he called his name Enosh. At that time, people began to call upon the name of the Lord. Now, the name Seth is derived from a Hebrew word meaning appointed or substitute, reflecting Eve's acknowledgement of God's provision of another son in place of Abel. Seth is thus viewed as a replacement for Abel, continuing the lineage of Adam and Eve and serving as a symbol of God's faithfulness and grace in the midst of tragedy and loss. In addition to Seth's birth, Genesis highlights the significance of his descendants in the unfolding narrative of human history. Genesis 5 traces the genealogy of Adam through his son Seth, listing the names and lifespans of each successive generation. Through this genealogy, Seth emerges as the ancestor of many noble figures such as Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and ultimately Noah, the righteous man chosen by God to build an ark and survive the great flood. One of the most notable figures in Seth's lineage is Enoch, the seventh generation descended from Adam through Seth. Genesis 5:21 through 24 provides a brief but remarkable account of Enoch's life. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he fathered Methuselah. Enoch walked with God, and he fathered Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Enoch's close relationship with God sets him apart as a figure of extraordinary faith and piety. Unlike the other patriarchs in Genesis 5 who are described as living for hundreds of years before dying, Enoch experiences a unique fate. He is taken up into heaven without experiencing death. This event, known as the translation of Enoch, marks for him a significant figure in Bible history and shows the importance and faithfulness and obedience in one's relationship with God. The significance of Seth's lineage extends beyond Enoch to include other notable figures such as Methuselah, a longest-lived person recorded in the Bible, and Noah, the righteous man chosen by God to build an ark and preserve humanity and creation from the devastation of the great flood. Genesis 6:9 describes Noah as a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God, highlighting his faithfulness and obedience to God amidst a corrupt and sinful world. The story of Noah and the ark is found in Genesis 6 through 9, represents a key turning point in the biblical narrative and serves as a continuation of the lineage of Seth. Through Noah, God establishes a covenant with humanity, promising never again to destroy the earth with flood and providing a sign of his faithfulness in the form of a rainbow. Genesis 9:12 through 17 records God's covenant with Noah. Genesis 9:12 through 17 records God's covenant with Noah. And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you. For all generations I have set my bow in the cloud. It will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And all the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is a sign of the covenant that I have established between me and all the flesh that is on the earth." The covenant with Noah serves as a continuation and fulfillment of the promises made to Adam and Eve and their descendants, including Seth. Through Noah's obedience and faithfulness, God reaffirms his commitment to humanity and his plan for redemption and restoration. Seth's lineage plays a crucial role in the unfolding narrative of the salvation history, paving the way for eventual fulfillment of God's promises through the person and work of Jesus Christ. In his addition to his role of ancestor of Noah and participation in God's covenant with humanity, Seth also holds symbolic significance as a figure of hope and continuity amongst the turmoil and chaos of human history. As the replacement for Abel and the bearer of God's promises, Seth represents the ongoing faithfulness of God to his people and his commitment to redeeming and restoring creation. The story of Seth in the Bible shows the themes of redemption, continuity, and divine providence, highlighting the significance of his lineage and unfolding narrative of salvation history. Through Seth and his descendants, God preserves a remnant of righteousness and faithfulness amidst a world marked by sin and rebellion. Ultimately, Seth's story points forward to the fulfillment of God's promises in Jesus Christ, who brings redemption and restoration to all who place their trust in him. This has been In the Beginning, Profiles of the Bible. We covered Seth today. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.